Kazaguruma. It's been euphemistically referred to as Boston Crab, a technique from professional wrestling. This is where someone's on their back and I'm standing in front of them in their guard. I've got an overhook on both of their legs and I'm arching my back. I roll them over to put pressure on their neck and spine. The way I've set this up, I just put a gi around a pillow and put two brooms up behind the belt to create my position. This is going to start off from a tackle generally, not necessarily a traditional double leg takedown, but I'm still standing. Either we're wrestling around and I popped under the elbow, or maybe they had me in a necktie and snapped my head down and then I just pushed my way in to protect myself. In any case, I'm going to be in tight against the body. My head's up against the rib cage, my shoulders right across the belt line. I'm in nice and tight to protect my head from any knees. If there's any knees, it's going to come up into my chest. It's going to be hard for them to punch me in the head when I'm in nice and tight. Right underneath their armpit with my head against the ribs. I'm grabbing behind the knees. I'm pushing forward with my head and body, pulling backwards with my hands. Here I am. I'm in their open guard. They're on their back. I'm standing, and I'm overhooking both legs. This is a little bit like the standing variation of Ashi Narajime. If I'm over one leg, it's like a Hadakajime knee. I'm using that choking bone right behind the calf, reinforcing and arching my back. It's lifting their hip up and putting pressure into the calf. So I'm doing it on both sides at once. Arch and here. Unfortunately, because the brooms don't bend, you don't get a sense of how far back my back goes, but I'm going to arch my back as much as I can to really lift and stack them and putting all their weight on their neck, taking their ability to roll out as much as possible. Once I've got that part set up, I'm going to roll them over and step over. Whichever way I go, I start to roll. That trailing leg steps over as they're face down. Again, because the brooms don't bend as much, you can't see the arch in my back, but ideally I'm arching back as far as I can with the overhooks on the legs. It's really going to lift the body, put pressure into the neck, and all their body weight is going to be down on the neck. You're not always going to get this on a first attempt, so we usually practice this from 3 attempts. I start to arc and turn one way, and Uke is going to resist by trying to reach with their upper body weight the opposite direction to prevent the turnover. I'm going to use their reaching to shift and go the other way. And then they're going to try to shift back the other way, do the same thing, shifting their weight to keep from going over. And this time, I'll go all the way over with them and arch back. It's a nice finish. I like to do a figure 4 leg lock, but this is optional. You can imagine you've got the technique on. When you're done, I let one leg down. I'm holding both legs. I let one leg down. I push the ankle behind the knee of the other one, scoop up underneath, and turn around. I'm using my body weight, and I have a nice figure 4 leg pin at the end for a nice optional finish. Good luck practicing Kazaguruma at home.